So let's take a look at another example, and then I'll write down some specific steps that you can follow. So, example. (4x equals negative 5x squared plus 2). Now right now, if I was to solve for x, I would want to find my a, b's, and c's, but I don't have this in the standard form yet. So step 1 will be to put your quadratic equation into standard form. So let's write 1, get in standard form. Yeah. So I can add 5x squared to both sides, and also subtract 2 from both sides, so plus 5x squared and also minus 2. So then I'll have 5x squared plus 4x, because this is positive, and minus 2 equals 0. This is in standard form, so now I can look at my a, b's, and c's. So a, b, c, a, b, c. I'm not going to sing. I just did. A is 5. B is just what's in front of the x term, positive 4. So there's 4. And C is at negative 2. So pessimistic. Because it's negative, you see. Doesn't matter. So now we have A, B's, and C's. We can use our quadratic formula. I'll write that down again so you guys can start memorizing it, because you need to memorize it. Memorize it. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. That would be embarrassing if I got it wrong. All over 2a. I can't get it wrong. Wrong. Get it wrong. That's funny. So, x equals, even if I got it wrong, I could just edit it out. You would never know. Ha! X equals opposite of b. b is 4, so opposite of 4 is negative 4 plus or minus square root of negative 4 times negative 4, 16, minus 4 times a is 5, and times c, which is negative 2. All over 2 times a was 5. So all we have to do is simplify this, and we'll get our two answers. So I'll have negative 4 plus or minus square root of 16 plus 40, right? Because we have 16 and then negative 4 times 5 is 20. And then times negative 2 is positive 40. All over 2 times 5, which will be 10. So negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 56 all over 10. Yeah. If we reduce the square root of 56, it reduces to 2 root 14 plus or minus negative 4 all over 10, which means x equals, this is x equals negative 4 plus 2 root 14 over 10, or negative 4 minus 2 root 14 all over 10. And what I'm going to do one last time is split up that denominator. So negative 4 equals negative 4 over 10 plus 2 root 14 over 10, or negative 4 minus negative 4 over 10, sorry, minus 2 root 14 over 10. And again, the plus and minus came from above here. And we can reduce this one last time. Negative 4 over 10 is the same thing as negative 2/5 plus 2 over 10 is the same thing as 1, so I'm not going to write it. 1/5 or negative 2 over 5 minus root 14 over 5. So we have our two answers. Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah. So what were the steps that we did? First, get it into standard form. Check. That was this part. And then next, find A, B, and C. So let's write that down. 2 is find A, B, and C. So that was after you got into standard form. You could just look right away and see A, B, and C. Step 3, what do we do after step 3? Use the quadratic formula. Use what you memorized, because you memorized it already probably. It's because you guys are so good. Use quadratic formula. Use quadratic formula. After that, plug in your A, B, and C. Simplify. So step 4, simplify. Alright, these steps go in blue, and example in orange. So let's do one last example. Is that it? Yeah, one last example. Let's see. Is that blue? No. We have 4m squared plus 3 equals 5m. All we got to do is follow our steps. So, step 1 was get it into standard form. So let's do that. We need the squared term first, the regular term next, and then the constant last, all equal to 0. So if I subtract 5 to both sides, or from both sides, I'll get 4m squared minus 5m plus 3 equals 0. Step 1, done. Step 2 is find A, B, and C. So let's find A, B, and C. A, B, and C. A is 4. B is negative 5. C is positive 3. That was easy. And then we put it into our quadratic formula. That you've already memorized, but I'm going to say it again. X equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, I'll just plug in. X equals opposite of b, opposite of negative 5 is 5, plus or minus square root of 25, that's b squared, minus 4 times a, 4 times 4, times c, which is 3, all over 2 times negative 5. Right? Oh no, that's b. I want it times a. So 2 times 4, 2 times a. So if we're simplifying, we'll have 5 plus or minus square root of 25. 4 times 4 is 16, times 3 is 48. Yeah. Minus 48, it's a negative, all over 8, which simplifies further to 5 plus or minus the square root of 23 negative, all over 8. And what I'm going to do is split up the denominator and also the plus or minus part. So x equals 5/8 plus I root 23, because square root of a negative is imaginary. And then the other one is 5/8 minus I root 23 over 8. You can't reduce square root of 23, so there are our answers. And once again, the plus and minus is coming from the plus and minus from the formula. That's how we split it up into two answers. That's it. Boo.